It has been an incredible year for XRP. I don't think anyone would argue with me on that. Going all the way back to September and just looking at this chart in front of us, it's very clear that XRP has had an incredible and very successful last 12 months. Now, the biggest thing about this is that look at the overall setup here on the chart. Again, we have that long extended consolidation after that big push into January of this year. We consolidated all the way into July. We broke out into August. And now we are consolidating yet again at a time where the environment around XRP is extremely bullish. Now, while we think about this, we obviously have to take a quick look at the chart. So I do have the chart here. Just looking at XRP currently, we are in a very bullish setup. We have now on the daily view a higher low, a retest of the trend line that we broke over recently, and now we are still just hovering under the first key level that we must break, which is $3.13. If we can manage to clear this on the daily, we will start forging that path to the highs going back to August and then back to July. So just taking a quick look at this chart, we are building out a path to the highs back here, and then also back to these highs around $3.65. And I do think that the environment right now is really giving us all of the fuel that we need to push past those levels and target $4+ for XRP. And that's just in the short term. For this cycle, I still think that XRP is capable of shocking a lot of people, hitting double-digit figures, $10 to $20+. And again, a lot of people are thinking that there's absolutely no way. But in this video, I want to go over a lot of things that are happening around the space that's supporting XRP's next big move. Now, before we jump on in, I just want to quickly let you guys know that now is the best time to be preparing for retirement with crypto. I know that there's a lot of you out there that are young. There's a lot of you out there that are a bit older. It does not matter. Now is the best time to lock in a crypto IRA account. We know that crypto is the future. We know that crypto continues to get adopted. We're starting to see all the obstacles around crypto, collapsing, and this is going to reach mainstream adoption in the coming years. Trillions will be moving on chain. We will start to see every single major bank launching crypto-based services, and this is only confirming that crypto is going to be around for a long time. And this is why an ITrustCapital IRA account is probably going to be one of the best things that you set up today. Tax advantages, you could buy and sell crypto 24/7, including gold and silver. They have the lowest cost out there, no monthly fee. And if you guys do want to dive on into this and take advantage of tax advantaged crypto investing for the long term, you guys are more than welcome to sign up utilizing my link down in the description below or in the comments below. And if you deposit $1,000 or more, which let's just be honest, if you're maxing out an IRA, it's going to be $1,000 or more anyways, you get a free $100 funding bonus as well when you sign up utilizing my link. So if you guys do want to do that, go ahead down in the description below or in the comments below. Now, let's talk about ETFs, because the biggest thing so far this year, and technically in the last 2 years, has been talking about just ETFs with crypto, right? ETFs have been the biggest thing since going all the way back to 2023 when we started to see, the Bitcoin ETF discussions heating up in a big way. Then January, we got the approval. And then from that point on, it was all about Ethereum. Then Ethereum got approved. We started to see Ethereum trade. And then now it's all about altcoins. And, with XRP, Rex shares, right? We heard this yesterday, launching tomorrow, Rex Osprey XRP ETF. XRP a Rex Osprey Doge ETF as well. The first US listed ETFs offering spot exposure to XRP and Doge go live tomorrow. Now, this did go live today. How did it do? Well, let's go over here to Eric Balkunas. Semi-shock, Rex XRP ETF XRPR is already at $24 million in volume. That is way more than I would have thought. For context, it's 5 times more than any of the XRP futures ETFs did on day one, and it's only been 90 minutes. This is something that I want to stress. I don't think people realize this, but so many XRP investors, anyone that's going to touch an XRP ETF, they are going to do so by diving into the spot-based ETF. They do not care about the futures ones. This is why I said that the spot is so much more important than the future ETFs. The fact that we did 5 times more volume than any of the futures ETFs, and it was only 90 minutes, shows you how much demand there is for XRP ETFs. Now, we also got the big update on day one, the final. XRPR traded $37.7 million. I know this doesn't sound like a lot, but this is just on day one. And going over a few things. This edges out IVES for the biggest day one natural dollar volume of any 2025 launch. The DOJE is no slouch at 17 million, which would be a top 5 for the year out of 710 launches. Good sign for the onslaught of 33 ACT ETFs coming soon. Guys, XRP just had the largest day one natural dollar volume of any 2025 launch. Why is this important? Every single major issuer just saw this happen, and they are so excited for their ETFs to go live around XRP. And any big player, cough, cough, BlackRock, that has yet to file for an XRP ETF is now saying, all right, this is serious. Maybe we need to jump on board. I am watching these next few moves closely because this could lead to some very significant traction around XRP ETFs. And we also have to keep a close eye on the XRPR performance because so far this thing has been making history. Now on top of this, talking about liquidity, talking about ETFs, boom, more liquidity for the XRP ecosystem. This is from Sal Gaberti, who is the CEO of Teucrium. This is CME Group to launch options on Solana and XRP futures. We got this on the 17th. This does go live on October 13th, pending regulatory review, so we have to be patient on this. It could change, but we are starting to see liquidity around XRP really picking up. This, again, is clear confirmation that XRP is becoming more and more bullish as days go on. 2025 is getting even bigger for XRP. And it's at a time where we thought that it really couldn't get any bigger than XRP trading well over $3, and the cycle is just heating up around altcoins. It's kind of crazy. But on top of that, we also got another big update behind a treasury company, which was Vivo Power. They just announced plans to acquire XRP at up to 65% of a discount by exchanging mined tokens from its expanded digital asset mining fleet through bulk purchasing deals. Again, when we think about this, there is a lot of activity around XRP buying, XRP demand, XRP ETFs, XRP price performance, XRP tokenization expansion. I mean, everything that we have been seeing over the last couple of weeks is so bullish. It is extremely bullish. Now, on top of all of this, let's go back to that Rex Allspray ETF because this was one of many. In fact, I think that there's 16 additional XRP ETFs still in the waiting room. If we're looking into this, we have to pay attention to what the SEC just did. The SEC approved generic listing standards for commodity-based ETPs, including spot crypto ETPs. This is a big update, especially when it goes back to the XRP ETFs. Let's talk about it. here we have from James Seifert, we have Hester's statement on the crypto ETP generic listing standards. So here we have the full breakdown. Obviously, I'm not going to read this whole thing. No, I'm not going to go over everything within this because I don't want to waste your guys' time. But the main thing about this is, does XRP have everything in place to fit into this breakdown? Because again, that's all you guys really want to know, right? Because these new standards, is XRP compliant with these new standards? Yes. In fact, we have the list over here. Okay. XRP has 15 Coinbase derivatives tied to it. In order to be eligible in this new standard, you need it to have some sort of futures, product in place. XRP fits this standard perfectly. We have over here from Eric Bakunis, we have boom, SEC has approved the generic listing standard that will clear the way for spot crypto ETFs to launch without going through all this BS every time. Under the 33 Act, so long as they have futures on Coinbase, which currently includes about 12 to 15 coins, they can now essentially get the streamlined approval process in place for them. So let's go back to that Coinbase derivatives. These are all of the ones that have Coinbase derivatives. The craziest part about this is XRP is the second one on this list to have the most ETF applications tied to it. 15 ETF applications. Solana has 17. All of these coins have derivatives tied to them on Coinbase. I'm looking at HBAR. I'm looking at XLM, Link. Guys, this could start to see, a big shift in the market begin for ETF applications. If we are going off of this, all of these ETFs are going to get streamlined. They're going to get accelerated. We are 100% focused on XRP. 15 ETF applications awaiting approval. This is a game changer. And by the way, following this announcement from the SEC, the SEC approves the listing and trading of Grayscale Digital Large Cap Fund covering Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and ADA, as well as PM settled options on the CBOE Bitcoin US ETF Index and the mini CBOE Bitcoin US ETF Index as well. Going off of this, we just got another big update that this fund is set to begin trading tomorrow, aka today. Guys, it's already starting. We just got that update from the SEC. It's been a total of 24 hours since we got this update, and we are already getting approvals around major funds. I don't want to say, oh, it's starting, because I know so many of you out there will probably comment down below saying, oh, it's starting for the 100th time. But let's be real here. It's starting. It's happening. The SEC just flipped completely on ETFs. They finally released the new standard process, and XRP fits into this perfectly with their 15 ETF applications already in place. I don't think people are bullish enough. I really don't think so. A lot of the comments tell me that. Now, I know that there's a lot of you out there, especially a lot of you that watch my videos, that are bullish enough. In fact, you guys have been extremely bullish on XRP for so long, and I'm very happy to finally see all of you win. But I want you guys to realize that, guess what? This is just getting started. Don't celebrate too early, because guess what? You might be celebrating on a yacht soon. And I really do think that we are about to witness a tsunami hit the space of ETF applications and ETF approvals as well. We're still waiting on BlackRock, but it kind of feels as if the shift just happened, and it was all because of the SEC getting this approval process out there. So with that in mind, as we really watch XRP grind back to the upside, I think that we are about to witness some big fireworks happen around the XRP, community. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.